Hey guys, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. So with 2JZ swapped this Toyota 86 and now we're going to show it off for drag racing. So if you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. So if we bring our 2JZ swapped 2013 Toyota GT86 up to the drag strip here, we can see just how well it launches and what speed we get by the end of it. If we bring it up to the line here, we're going to launch this from about 5,000 RPM. You just drop it there. You can see we only get a little bit of wheel spin, but no wheel spin by second gear. Bring it up into fourth and we hit 323 k's an hour. So going down the drag strip like that, you can get up to 324.5 k's an hour. But now we're going to bring it into the Horizon Festival drag strip race so we can see how it compares with other cars and so we can get a time. So as we launch here, we can see we're already first. We completely destroyed everyone else, including a Bugatti Veyron. Went up into fourth like that and finished first place with ease, and we got a time of 7.69 seconds. With a better drag run, you can get a time of 7.5 seconds, but we didn't just then. But now we're going to bring this car into the festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune the 2013 Toyota GT86 for drag racing. So with your stock 2013 Toyota 86, you want to bring it into the custom upgrade menu here. And then if we bring it down to the conversions tab, we're going to swap in the 2JZ. So here it is, the 2JZ, this 3-litre inline 6 twin turbo. So we put that into the car. We're also going to do an all-wheel drive swap to the car, and then we're going to swap in the single turbo as we can get more power out of it. And we're also going to put on the wide body kit as we can run wider wheels, which gives better launch. If we come back out of conversions, we're now going to go into the aero and appearance. We're going to go into the rear wing and we're going to go to the Toyota option right at the end and remove it, as this saves some weight and drag. If you come back out of aero and appearance into tires and rims, we're going to put on some drag tire compound as well as making the front and rear wheels as wide as possible. This gives us more traction when we launch. Now if you come into the rims here, we can save a bit of weight putting on the right rims. You can save 17 kilos here. You install ones like these. Back out of tires and rims, we're going to go into the drivetrain next. We're going to put in a race clutch, race transmission, race driveline and a race diff. Alright, so if we come back out of drivetrain, we're going to go into platform and handling next. So we're going to do a race brakes, then rally springs. Then we're going to do race front and rear anti-roll bars as well as a race weight reduction. So that's it for platform and handling. Now if we come into the engine upgrades, this is where we'll get all of the power. So a race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust. And then with the race camshaft, you can gain 215 kilowatts there. So we'll put on those. Now for the race valves, race engine block, race pistons and compression. And then if we upgrade this to a race turbo, we gain 498 kilowatts there. That's a crazy amount of power. Then the race intercooler, race oil and cooling, and then finally a race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades go, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. So now that we've upgraded the car, we can come down to the tuning menu down here. So first I'll cover the metric tune and then I'll cover the differences in the imperial tune. So for the front tires, you want to set these down to 1.3, just like that. And then same for the rear, you want to also bring these down to 1.3. Then next, if we come over to the gearing tab, we want to set this down to 2.65. Come a fair way down to there. There you go, there's 2.65. Then next we come into the alignment, we're going to set these front and rear camber angles back to 0 degrees. Then if we come down to the front cast angle, you're going to set this back to 4 degrees. So after alignment, we're going to come over to the springs tab next. So we're going to set these front springs up to 62.2. Come up to there. There you go, there's 62.2. And then for the rear, you're going to set this down to 29.1. Yeah, there's 29.1, and we don't need to touch the ride heights. We can leave those stock. Then next, if we come over to dampening, we're going to set this front rebound stiffness up to 5.7. There we go, there's 5.7. And then in the rear, we're going to set it down to 1.8. Then next, for the front bump stiffness, we're going to set this up to 4.6. Yeah, it's 4.6, and you can leave the rear how it is. So then finally, if we come over to the differential, you're going to change this front acceleration up to 85%. And the rear acceleration up to 95%. And then finally, if we come down to the center balance, you can set this up to 70%. And then that's it as far as the metric tune goes, so I'll cover the differences in the Imperial tune right now. So differences for the Imperial tune, you'll want 18.6 psi in the front tires and 18.8 in the rear. Then the next thing is in the springs tab, you want 348.5 in the front and 163.1 in the rear. And then that's it as far as differences go in the Imperial tune, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright guys, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2013 Toyota GT86 with the 2JZ engine swap. If you want to see a full review of this car, there's a link in the description below, as well as another drag build and tune with the Ferrari 458 engine in it. But other than that, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.